All right, we are doing a first time commentary on my song, God All Day. We're just going to jump right into it, man. I wanted to just explain to y'all real quick what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to talk about the background of the song, but I'm really just going to be breaking down the video and giving y'all a little rundown, for my fans who are really into the method behind what the video means and what I was getting at. But first, let me start off and say, I had this beat for maybe close to a year before I came up with, the concept. And it was just one sentence, God all day. I was going through something and it was just like trusting God. And this song originally came out back during COVID and around 2020. And, it's one of my most popular songs. And I just wanted to shoot a video for it. And now just felt like the time was right as I'm focusing more on YouTube and focusing more on getting my name out there and getting my brand out there. I wanted to shoot a video for it, something that was powerful, something that speaks to people. And let's just jump right in. So as the video comes on, I wanted the melody to kind of be, some imagery to reflect, kind of the somber sound and with these trees here, kind of peaceful. So you see the pans out here. Then me walking. Again, the whole video is really about contemplation and just thinking about things and the stress of life. So I was really hoping people could resonate with that. So, the serenity there. And this is something, you see that clip of the cross before I start rapping. His mercies are new every day. I have that hanging up in my kitchen. The video is mostly shot in my house. So, that's reminding you that every day is something brand new. So it pans there, then it flashes back. That's my second album right there, The Message Part 2. It came out in 2004. I have my first album somewhere. I just couldn't find the disc. Very young picture of me there. So yeah, like I said, I've been rapping since 2003. This is my second album. And you're going to see a picture of me here. This is me like at a bus stop downtown Wilmington, North Carolina. This was actually a photo I was going to use for another album cover that I ended up not using, but I still had the photo. I just thought, again, contemplation and reflect that shows me being younger, going with the music. This is me and my younger brother here in Rhode Island. It's Floyd. This is around 2006. And it's me contemplating and thinking about my family, thinking about my choices, just things weighing heavy on me. So that's what I wanted to reflect there. That's me just giving some praise. I liked that imagery there, the backdrop with the shadow in my hallway, praising up to the Lord. It's real self-explanatory. Got the Bible on the mantle there. Now this is me again. The whole theme of the video is me contemplating and with the lyrics from the music and everything. Now again, this is me looking in the mirror, reflection. Everything is I'm thinking about my choices and things that, where life has taken me, where I have been in the last 20 years. I look at, my family, the biggest part, my life here, and then these are pictures in my room that all my kids have drawn for me. Obviously when I got married there. So again, the whole video is talking about reflection. And then that's the thing, when you're going through depression and thinking about things that, you're trying to figure out if life is worth living, you have to reflect and think about, what means the most to you? How will you be affected by you not being here? You know what I'm saying? What all the people that are in your life, all the people that love you, you can't just think about yourself and think about what you're going through. Obviously, you're the one who has to live through the pain, but at the same time, how many people are going to be affected by you not being here? How many people look up to you? How many people just love you unconditionally? So these are the things sometimes I think we don't weigh when we're contemplating suicide or things, or getting in our really lowest spots. And that's when we need to turn to God the most. And that was really the focal point of the song and the message here. You see me thinking here and then looking up, kind of, I had to really think of some sad things to get the tears in my eyes. You know, me trying to give a really believable performance here, and I hope it's, you know, resonate with people. I believe it is. So again, just walking again, thinking about prayer and things. Now it flips to the part where going into the second verse, I'm talking about how many problems I have and stuff. Now this is me looking at the medicine here. This is some medicine I had I just got over pneumonia, so I had a few different pills here. But again, the pain, you know, is there for someone who is addicted to pills, you know, and it has a call on you. And this is me kind of battling with my inner self, banging my head against the wall type thing, you know, just feeling really down, feeling really low, just thinking about, you know, ending it all. Then again, I flashed to my family. You know, it's almost kind of like life is in the balance. And then I choose to, instead of take the pills, I throw the pills in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the pills. You know, could have took all those pills and overdosed, you know, but again, didn't want to do that. Flush them down the toilet. So now I come out the bathroom after throwing away the pills, get on my knees, give it all to God, pray, repent. See, I'm thankful for making that choice and him being with me, still feeling low, but at the same time not giving into that temptation to, you know, take that. And then this is me just reciting the chorus. I want to show myself rapping a little bit. The other thing is with me, I don't really like to do the typical thing when I'm rapping in my videos. Now this is sort of like, let me pause here. This is sort of like, you know, because everybody does that raps. They just in front of the camera doing the things with their arms and stuff like that. So I do that a little bit, but I want to tell a story in my songs and really have it to where there's a message and something's being told. It's something interesting to watch instead of just standing in front of something trying to look cool and trying to look like quote unquote a rapper. I really don't do that in my videos. And if I do it, it's only for a second. I'm really telling a story, because to me, there's no point in doing a video if you're just going to do what everybody else is doing, if you're not telling a story, you know. So now when I get up from prayer, that's pretty much the end of the video. So you see some of the same things from earlier, but this is sort of like behind the scenes, right? You know, I edited this out in the actual video. You see me kind of talking to one of my kids, my wife or something. I think it's talking to my wife. So this is sort of like behind the scenes. I put that in my video for a worship as well. And again, that's just a little bit of my signature here. You see me talking a little bit, but you can't hear anything. So, and then I leave you guys with a message about depression and it being real and stuff like that. I had two friends that I lost to suicide, and I mentioned here a girl, Beth Spangler, and someone else named Lawrence that I used to work with. So I'm definitely praying for you guys. And yeah, that's a commentary on the video. In the description, there's a National Suicide Hotline number. So I really wanted to have a message and something powerful and something that people could look back and say, okay, this is a real situation that's going on in the world. How can my videos speak to that? How can I depict that? But how can I also, you know, reflect what the song and the message of the song is talking about? So anyway, all right, that's my commentary for God All Day. If you know somebody, you know, share the video. Let's boost this algorithm and let's have more people enjoy the content and then get this message out and speak to their lives. And especially if you're depressed or dealing with anything, talk to someone. Don't keep it all bottled in, because that is what the enemy wants. He wants you to keep it all a secret. He wants you to not get this feeling out, get this pain out, and then you start having these thoughts about, is life worth living? You feel like you can't get out of bed, you can't make it through another day, you don't want to eat, you don't want to get to that point. Always talk to somebody. Always know that things get brighter, things get better, things get greater later. It will happen. You just got to give it time. Almost all pain heals to some degree in time. So you got to think about that, and you got to realize life is a long, long time. And if you're young, in your 20s, 18, 19, you know, don't give up hope. So, all right, that's been my commentary. I'm gone. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love. Hit that like on your way out. Hit that like button, please. Thank you.